to begin the year of 2025, outside of the live stream that we did on January 1st. We are going to take a look back. In 2023, I forgot to do a top 10 reviews for the year video, but not this time. So today we're looking back at 2024 for reviews to go and pick the top reviewed games of the year. Looking back, we actually did a ton this year. I posted 63 Switch reviews, 29 Steam Deck and Legion Go performance videos, 42 live streams, and over 150 episodes on the Let's Play channel. As with previous entries, reviews done for hardware, DLC, or games that originally launched on Switch before 2024 will not count towards the top 10. These games will be chosen based on review score, but a little bit different. 4 games I reviewed last year scored a 9 or higher, and 11 of them scored an 8.5. So I had to handpick 5 games to omit from the list. The remaining 10 will be great games that I'd have no issues recommending to others, and not just, this game runs well on Switch. So let's dive right into my top 10 reviewed Switch games of 2024. Number 10, Hitman Blood Money Reprisal. This is a great stealth action game not only in how it performs on Switch, but it's a big blast from the past in the Hitman franchise. It's got all the stealth and strategy of the original release from back on both Xbox and Xbox 360, but it's also got newer features from the newer games, letting you use those mechanics to make things a little simpler. Plus, it's the only Hitman game on the Switch to not be a cloud streaming release. Number 9, the Quintessential Quintuplets 5 Memories Spent With You. This is the first VN on the list, and it's good because it does 2 things right. It gives us a proper VN with the Quintuplet series where the characters talk like they actually would, something that the first Quint VN struggled with. But it's also a dating sim that lets you choose your preferred girl from the very beginning of the game. No struggling with choices to get onto your girl's route. You just start a new game, pick your preferred girl, and off you go. Number 8, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. This is an absolute treat for fighting fans, not only for being Marvel vs. Capcom, but this is the first time MVC2 has been re-released in years, and currently the only re-release of the game to still be available for purchase. Plus, all the other games add to the replay value and give you good alternatives to unlocking secret characters, as opposed to the convoluted button combo cheat codes of the original arcade cabinet versions. Number 7, Fitness Boxing featuring Hatsune Miku. The Miku boxing game is great because of how much content is crammed into it. It's got more than twice the amount of exercises that Fitness Boxing 2 had. While it may not be Fitness Boxing 3, a game that I haven't played yet due to some personal health things going on with me, this game's still got a lot of content, and the Miku exercises get a little crazy for those wanting a more strenuous challenge. Number 6, Ginka. Our second visual novel is a really good, not dating sim story. It feels like a mystery anime with the protag's childhood friend mysteriously reappearing, not having aged a single day. And with a lot of branches of the story, it's something that made me tear up several times as more of the real truth came out. If you like island and folklore sort of supernatural settings, it's a really good read. Number 5, LEGO Horizon Adventures. LEGO Horizon shows that a LEGO game and, well, a Horizon Zero Dawn game doesn't necessarily need to be open world to be good. It looks and plays great on the Switch, a lot better than most of the other LEGO games that have been developed by the actual TT Fusion developer. It has a lot of depth to its bow mechanics and is, to my knowledge, the only LEGO game on the Switch to feature online co-op. Number 4, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Echoes of Wisdom is a great and fun game because of how differently it approaches combat, having Zelda just summon items instead of using a sword and shield, even though she can technically do that in small bursts as well. But it's the first new Zelda game that we've gotten with traditional over-the-top gameplay in classic-style dungeons in many years, even if it does create a lot of questions about how its new origin story for the franchise connects to the rest. Number 3, Hatsumira from the Future Undying. This is a great visual novel in that it doesn't drag you in quite the same way other VNs do. Technically, this is a dating sim, or rather has dating sim elements with choices you can make in routes. But it feels more like that's attached towards the end, with the main point being experiencing this entire world. Each chapter is an 8 to 10 hour story on its own, focusing on a certain region's species and their problems you help to solve. Sure, there are intimate moments with your chosen girl, but it really just feels like you're experiencing that entire world rather than just picking a girl to date. Number 2, Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered. This remaster was something special, especially for handheld fans. Aspyr remastering the first 3 Tomb Raider games was cool to see the improved visuals and controls to make them feel less clunky and dated, and the graphics toggle to change between the original and new visuals in real time was such a treat. Before that, handheld fans would have to resort to the old PS1 Classics versions of the games available for the PSP and Vita, or the Steam versions of them for the Steam Deck, which, as we saw when I tested them, have their own mess of problems. We also know it started a trend with 4 through 6 coming next year, and the Legend trilogy rumored to follow later. And number 1, Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown. Ace Combat 7 had to take the number 1 slot. It's a near perfect conversion of a game that has no business looking or playing as well as it does on the Nintendo Switch. The clouds and physics are so well done, only with small frame dips when you get a little crazy with replays or the F-22's multi-target weapons. Plus, Ace Combat 7 may not be the best storyline of the series, but mechanically it's one of the best air combat games in general, with the tight gameplay and a phenomenal soundtrack. And that's it! Those are my top 10 reviewed games of 2024 here at Reviews to Go. We will be trying to make things better and change for 2025 across all 3 channels here on Reviews to Go, Let's Plays to Go, and Fortnite to Go. Stay tuned, and as I always say, thank you for watching and have a great day.